Theme 4, History is Written by the Winners. Theme 4 talks about the way in which we understand how history is told, how the story of history is told. For the most part, in the time period of industrialization, the narrative, the story of industrialization comes out of the people who have so-called won. These people were the rich, the wealthy. It should be noted that most of them were upper-class, white businessmen. That is the story of who won in the time period of industrialization. And what we realize is that those who won are in the position of power to tell their stories. Because they're in the position of power to tell their stories, there's a narrative that makes them seem better than they really are. Carnegie is the rags to riches story. Rockefeller is a hard-working businessman. Leland Stanford has the vision to create the Transcontinental Railroad. But the reality is, when we look at it, they're kind of biasing the story of history to support themselves. Our history textbooks are a collection of stories of those who have won. History is told, the narrative of history unfolds, and it's told because those that are in the position of power are able to tell it. Your textbook is produced by a multi-billion-dollar corporation, the very same corporations that guys like Stanford and Carnegie and Rockefeller and J.P. Morgan supported. So it kind of makes sense that the narrative would be one that supports one of their own. So when we look at Theme 4, History is Written by the Winners, we're kind of recognizing that history isn't necessarily objective or purely unbiased. There's always some bias that's going to be in history because human beings are telling it, and by definition, human beings are flawed. We're limited in our capacity to be able to know whatever the, quote, truth is. It's important to remember that the people that won during the time period of industrialization, the wealthy, the powerful, those people are the minority. There was a lot more people that lost, but we don't know their stories because they didn't win. You know, it's kind of like the Vince Lombardi quote, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. And these people during the time period of industrialization wanted to win, and they didn't care how they won, they just wanted to make sure that everybody knew they won. So in Theme 4, History is Written by the Winners, we understand that those who win are in the position of power to tell their stories. History becomes a collection of those who have won, and then winning isn't everything, it's the only thing.